let's just take it, I'm just going to handle this the way I would handle an initial consultation with people. So when you come to see me, I say, like, let's start off, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, okay? And then I'm a lawyer. I happen to have a practice in Connecticut. I'm also admitted to practice in New York. I've been practicing law for 30 years. I also, in addition to my law firm, I have a surrogacy matching agency called Worldwide Surrogacy. I'm also gay. I have a partner and we have 2 children, 2 boys, 19 and 14. So I come to alternative family building from my own personal perspective. So I've been out as a gay lawyer for many, many years. I've always done legal work for the gay community. That is how I got into surrogacy. I started out doing contracts, surrogacy contracts, egg donation, sperm donation contracts, co-parent adoptions. I've done work on the gay marriage case in Connecticut. And little by little, people started to ask me, do you do matching? Do you find surrogates? So about 10 years ago, I decided that we would start to do the matching. I have allied myself with Serena Lugo, who's a former surrogate, and she and I basically started the agency together. I'm the owner of the agency, but she's like a right-hand person for me, and she's great because she was a surrogate, so she knows all the things about being a surrogate. She's very good at recruiting surrogates, very good at talking to surrogates. So that's what we did to develop our team. We have really good people, very positive people. I try to be a positive person myself. Jen is a super positive person. Erin is a new person on our team. What we like to bring to the table in terms of surrogacy is a really competent, personable, attentive team of people that will be there for you throughout your entire journey. And that is how I hold myself out, and I stand by what I say. So when you come to us, we will talk to you, get to know what you want, and we will find you a surrogate. It'll take a few months. It could take up to 6 months. It could take less than 3 months, but we usually tell people 3 to 6 months. It's been, over the 10 years we've had the agency, it's been extremely rare that it's been over 6 months. So, and the 6-month mark is usually for international clients because it's basically a little harder. We have a limited number of states where we match international clients, but for our US couples and single parents, there's a wider array of states where we can match from, so it's more around the 3-month mark. So we will find you a pre-screened qualified surrogate. She will have had a background check. Her husband will have a background check. She will have gone through a psychological evaluation, including a standardized personality test and a licensed clinical psychologist session, her husband too. We will get all of her pregnancy records. You heard the doctors say they want the pregnancy records. We get them. We have them reviewed by a reproductive doctor even before you get to know the surrogate. So your own clinic will have to review them too, but we get a preliminary medical okay on the surrogate. And then Jen, as a social worker, also does a social work intake. So this is a process. We get to know these surrogates. They have to show dedication, commitment. They have to show that they know what they're doing, what they're in for. They have to supply us with applications. They have to get their medical records. They have to have children already. They have to be between the ages of 21 and 39. They have to have had uncomplicated pregnancies. And they have to have a certain weight and things like that. And then we need to know things from them, like will they terminate if the intended parents will want a termination if there's a birth defect. So we get to know all these things about them. So all the while, after you join up with us, you're going to be hearing from Jen or me about possible matches for you. And finally, there's going to be one. We present one at a time, one surrogate at a time. We show you the profile, and you can decline for any reason, or you can say, okay, let me know more. And then if you want to know more, we'll tell you more about her. And then and then we also tell her about you. So it's a mutual agreement to work together. And then basically you confirm. We get you to talk to her. You confirm that you like her. We confirm the match. After that, we start to work on the contract process. If it's an out-of-state, a woman, suppose she lives in Illinois or Texas, if you are New York-based, I, as a lawyer, can help you with a contract, or if you're Connecticut-based, if you live out of New York or Connecticut and she lives out of state, we would find lawyers in those particular states to help you with the contract process. So, but we will help you with that. We will help. You heard before, you have to get a lawyer, this, that. We will help you find the right lawyers, the lawyers in a particular state. I belong to organizations where many lawyers from around the country get together at conferences a couple of times a year, and we know each other. We happen to have attorney Amy Dema here in the room with us. She's an awesome reproductive lawyer. So we know each other. We're colleagues. We work together. We refer clients back and forth. There are lawyers in other states that we know that we work with. So you don't have to worry about, oh, who am I going to use if my surrogate is in Illinois or Colorado? We can help you. You have to think about what you want in a surrogate. Maybe location is important. Maybe you want the Northeast. Maybe you don't mind traveling. I would tell you I can match you faster if you don't mind traveling. I mean, that's just a given because we get a lot of surrogates from all over the country. If you say, no, I really want Connecticut, I know the law in Connecticut, I want to be there, then you have to wait a little longer because, or Rhode Island or whatever. They're small states. We do get carriers from Connecticut, but not all the time. So I will tell you all of this, all of these nuances to how we can match you more quickly, what are the options, what are the possibilities when we meet one-on-one. And by the way, I will be here all day. If you'd like to have a more private consultation later on today, I have some available options. So that said, you work with us when we find you your surrogate. You're also going to pick your reproductive clinic. There are so many good doctors here today, it's hard to choose, but you find your doctor that you like, your clinic that you like based on reputation, based on your feeling about the doctor. Then you let us know, or maybe vice versa. Maybe you already have your clinic and then they or you let us know who your clinic is. Then we get together with them. We know all the clinics here. We've worked with all of them. Then we get together with the clinic. We're like, oh, we have you guys together. So they will start to plan your medical calendar. You'll get an egg donor. You'll either choose an egg donor through the clinic. Many of them have programs. Or you can go through an egg donation agency, which again, it's another, oh my God, another piece, another agency. Don't worry about it. If you can't find your egg donor at the clinic, you can find one at an agency. It becomes very seamless. The agency knows what they're doing. They know how to communicate with the clinic, how to get your egg donor there. Everybody knows what to do to make this right for you. So I shouldn't say everybody knows what to do, but there are competent people out there who know what to do to make this right for you. So then you get your egg donor, you do your own testing and screening, you make your embryos, you figure out with your doctor whether it's going to be a fresh transfer or a frozen transfer. I think either way is fine, but you have to decide with your doctor what to do. The technology is just so good with freezing now. The chances of success are almost the same, if not the same. Then, yes, hopefully you have a pregnancy, and then we're off and running toward the 9-month mark of you having your baby or babies. During the pregnancy, another really, obviously very important time for you to be in communication with your surrogate. You're going to have a great relationship with your surrogate. I mean, the women who become surrogates through any of the programs here are very wonderful women. You saw them up there on the panel. They're all, not all, but they're like that, okay? Those are the women that become surrogates. They're down to earth. They love children. They love their families. They love being pregnant. They want to help you have a baby. Yes, they want to get paid a little extra money. It's not so much money, but it's enough money for them that it makes it a little bit more worth their while. So you're going to find if you have a surrogate like that, you're going to have a baby. During the surrogacy, we're going to pay attention to the legal issues. We're going to make sure that you get named as the legal parents of the baby. As U.S. couples, you'll be able to be named as the baby's parents before the birth. There are a couple of states where we still need to do a second parent adoption. If you live in a state where you can do a second parent adoption, that's fine. But there are some states, like Connecticut is a state where you can be named as whether you're genetic related or not, you can be named as the parents before the birth. So the agency, what we do is we make sure the hospital knows, we make sure you have a copy of your pre-birth order, we make sure the surrogate has a copy of the pre-birth order, we make sure the hospital has a copy of the pre-birth order, we make sure the State Department of Vital Records has a copy of the pre-birth order. We do that. So when you go to the hospital, everybody's going to know and accept that you are the parents. You'll get the wristband, you'll be respected as the parents. The baby will be put in your arms when the baby's born. And we just had a birth a couple days ago, a gay couple from Fairfield, Connecticut. And they had their son, and all their parents were there, all 4 grandparents were there for the birth. We have the pictures already because we always get the pictures the next day, and we all text and email each other that, you know, you had your baby. So we're into it. You know, we are involved in it. I get goosebumps thinking about it. We are totally into it. We want you guys, you people, women, we have straight clients, we have gay clients, we have single women, single men, international clients. We want you to have your baby, and we really want to be part of it. I mean, that is, I think, the joy of the work for me and for all of us, but we want to be part of your journey, and we will take really good care of you during your journey. So if you would like more information from me, more details, the expenses, the cost, everybody wants to know the cost, with medical, with the egg donor, with the agency, with the surrogate, you have to plan on somewhere between $100,000 and $120,000. That's with everything, okay? Even insurance. Insurance is another tricky subject, but you, again, as domestic couples, you can put your babies on your own insurance when the babies are born. It's just the maternity that we have to worry about, so we look for surrogates with insurance. If they don't have insurance, or if they have an exclusion, we've been putting Affordable Health Care Act policies in place. There are other options even besides that. There are individual policies that we can get for surrogates, but we'll help you with that too. We will vet the policy, tell you what the insurance issues are, what we have to put in place if we need something. So that's not just another issue, but thank you. But those are, you know, that's ballpark cost is where you're going to be. The actual cost will come really clear when you have your surrogate. When you have your surrogate, and I can tell you this is what's going to be in the contract, this is what she's asking for compensation, this is the insurance component, and I already know what the legal would be, and you already know what the medical is going to be because you're going to get that from your clinic. So when we have your surrogate, that is when we will know that what your exact cost will be. Not exact, but generally narrow down the ballpark. So we're here. I'm here later for consultations. I have an office in New York and an office in Connecticut, so you're welcome to visit me. There's no charge for a consultation, just to learn more about us, no strings attached. We'd love to work with you, but there are very good options for you. So choose your team wisely, and Godspeed to have your children.